guys! Welcome back to Fumbles and Fame. I'm your Dungeon Master Ben for the evening, and we're going to be playing some Princess of the Apocalypse. But I'm not playing alone. In fact, today I am playing with Fausto.
Hi, I'm Fausto, and I will be Zardos, the Trident Barbarian, devout follower of Poseidon.
Indeed, indeed. And then, of course, we have Kevin.
Hi, tonight I will be Everil again, the Arch-Genasi Tempest Cleric of Thor.
And
The one and only.
the one and only. And tonight, joining us for the first time in this campaign, we have Joritz.
And I shall be playing Mauritius Herderson, who you will probably get to know as a monk.
Indeed. Tonight, unfortunately, Stan is away and unable to make the game. And then we have Eric.
Heyo, I'm playing Ayu, the Druid Tiefling.
And you might notice a sad absence this week. Jay has moved on to a different game, and so we will have to catch up with Grazak and in his work in the with the Knights of the Samula in the future. But before we get back into the game and surmise what just happened last session, it is important for us to say that we are not in any way, shape or form associated with Wizards of the Coast LLC, the current custodians of Dungeons and Dragons and creators of 5th edition, although we are big fans of their work. And without too much more ado, last time we played, we found our heroes deep in the Temple of Elemental Earth, where they managed to defeat the secondary leaders of the cult, but have also discovered that their leader has retreated deeper underground. Making a tactical withdrawal, knowing that most of the forces of the cult are depleted, our heroes returned to the Riverguard Keep, where the Knights of Samula have been aiding them in holding the Water Temple and that access point to the surface world. And it is here that our heroes are able to get just a few days of reprieve, able to make it into town to Redlark to sell a few things and come back. But one thing that is very noticeable is the excitement of Brilthendar, the dwarven historian whom our heroes had rescued from the cults and was a part of the original delegation from Mirabar that was travelling down through Tribor on the way to Waterdeep that went missing several weeks ago. The fate of the others is mostly unknown, but so far you guys have learnt more and more about these ruins. And Brilthendar is a historian of the ancient dwarven cultures of this region, and one of the great ones was the kingdom of Basilma. And indeed, it would appear that the temple itself, the Temple of Elemental Evil, or the 4 quadrants of it, were built in the ruins of the ancient dwarven city of Tir Basil. Now this dwarven city was once ruled by a dwarven king.
How unusual.
And it is, according to popular legend, there is a place where this king lies, a secret burial place, supposedly somewhere in the halls of the Hunting Axe, an ancient ruin of dwarven origin that fell almost 2,000 years ago. The location of the tomb, or rather these ruins, is known. However, the tomb itself has never been uncovered. And according to popular legend, this should be the resting place of not only the king himself, the king being King Torhild Flametongue, but he had a legendary great axe called Orc Splitter and the Crown of Basilma. And anyone who would discover it, it could possibly be a magical item of such power that it could tip the balance for you guys in this fight against the cults. The purpose of which you don't really quite know at this point in time, besides creating mayhem. But a new stranger has arrived at the keep, a wanderer, in the form of a human monk. And you may have noticed him. Would you like to introduce your character, Yoritz?
Right, so, there is a red-haired man who approaches the keep. He's garbed in red as well. Has a sword and very little else on him. Just a small backpack. Appears to be slightly more adventurous in nature. But he's looking at the keep with big eyes and going like, "Now that's a mighty fine thing you got there. Do y'all, are you guys the owners of this place?"
He says, staring up at the keep.
Pointing at random.
Well, no. Why do you ask?
I don't know. Seems like it might better than watching from the outside when the night could be onsetting.
Who are you, traveler? Where are you coming from?
Name's Mauritius Herderson. I come from a small monastery a bit further out. And
Well, we have seen a few monasteries, and they were all full of cultists. You, by any chance, follow any of the elemental cults?
no, we follow this old geezer called Odin.
Who?
Odin. He's this one-eyed chap who goes on about getting wisdom in exchange for, like, his eye or something. I never really paid that much attention.
It doesn't ring any bell to me.
It does ring bells for Everall, however. This sounds like some kind of perversion of your own faith.
No.
Maybe
No, I
not.
don't know. Well, Mauritius, we're on a quest of sorts, and I guess
Is it a dangerous quest?
clearly it is. But high danger, high reward quest. When I say high reward, I mean fame and glory. All that really matters to the true hero.
Well, yeah, what else are you gonna be questing for?
Exactly.
Make the world a better place.
Well, yes, but that's how you get fame and glory, right? I remember the abbot telling me at some point that... No, wait, I fell asleep that time. Well, I'm pretty sure the abbot was telling me that it's a very noble and just cause to prove yourself worthy by defeating the evils that onset the population.
That is a fact. Your abbot was not wrong.
Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't have made him an abbot.
No, that's a fact. Well, what can I say? I look around at my other companions. I say, I think the gods favor us to let us meet this new companion. What say you?
Or maybe the spirits are just playing a trick on us again.
Ha! I can't wait to find out.
I was just eyeing this new stranger kind of just suspiciously. It's like,
The red hair and the red clothes, it's like the clay from where I come from. I agree, it's... He can
Very
go.
well. Then it is decided. One of us. All right. Then, we will stay at the keep for a moment and then leave, or where we about to?
You are preparing to leave. In fact, as you're sort of making your introductions, you see Mauritius, an elderly dwarven male that bumbles out of the keep, trying to keep together a whole handful of scrolls and books that he's sort of just trying to stuff down into a backpack.
Poor old grandfather person. You need help carrying those.
Who are you?
The name's
Actually-
Mauritius.
Yeah, actually,
Some people call me Maurice. Some people call me a spaced out cowboy. I don't really know why they do that. Some people call me the gangster of love.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh
I
no.
am just around for these things. I'm not really doing. All I basically do is play music in the sun or something. I don't know.
Brothander takes one squinted eye look at this human, then looks to Everil and says, "You're one of those priesty kinds. I think maybe you should use your magic, because this guy's addled. There's something wrong with his brain."
Well, yes, I am an adult. Right?
You're only proving my point, laddie.
IU at this point just reaches into, like, her wings are wrapped around her, as is normal, and she's just, like, reaches a hand out with a pipe and just sticks it in her mouth, like, I'm gonna need this.
Are you boys ready to go? I'm so excited. I've waited my whole life for this.
Almost
Yes, of
ready.
course.
Almost ready, but I need a few minutes to speak with Ayu.
Oh god.
Alright.
Then we can leave.
This isn't part of that dancing I've heard you're into.
No, grandfather.
Oh, no.
It's something.
I'm not into fish.
Fish is not into you, Ayu. Don't worry.
That's
Well, I did hear that it could be bad to have fish stuck up you.
Very well.
Something about a smell or something.
So, Ayu, do you have a moment?
good. Of course, I always have a moment.
Right. Is there a place where we can talk? Yeah. Like.
Well, yes, there's an entire field around here.
Well, I take her to the side, like one of the rooms of the keep there, and out of my bag I take out the broken pieces of the Megalodon axe. I say, Ayu, the place where we are going, for sure is going to be full of danger and enemies, and a warrior needs a weapon.
If you're looking for someone to fix your weapons, artist, I'm not the guy. I can't just put vines around this and say it's a weapon. Maybe Barthander knows someone? He's a dwarf.
I'm not looking for repairs. I'm looking for replacement.
At this, IU just kind of like pulls her scimitar from her side that she just has at this point for memory's sake. I was like, you can have it if you want. I've learned a new spell.
So Zalas looks down at Ayu, putting a heavy hand on her shoulder. Ayu, we can joke around it, but I think we both know what I mean. The weapon of Gar Shutterkill.
The trident?
The trident.
Yes.
She kind of like unwraps her like right wing because she kind of keeps it tucked under that wing, and normally her wings are wrapped around her, and that way no one can like grab it off her back without her noticing because she'll feel it brush against her back and her wing. She kind of like moves the wing, kind of like pulls it back out, and kind of like just like shows it to him. It's like, I don't know. It is highly corrupted. You sure you want to try?
Poseidon put me on this quest for a reason. And he's testing me. And yes, I have defeated my enemies in combat, but I must test myself in a different kind of battle. The battle of wills. And if I am afraid of this weapon, then I cannot go forward. Give it to me, and I shall face it.
Alright. At this point, IU will do something that she believes is customary, because her mentor was an orc, and orcs really do enjoy the great blaze of fire. She will control flames the wrapping that she has on it off, so that it kind of like ignites the weapon, and kind of like this little cleansing fire, and just hand it to him.
So Zadas grasps it. He lifts the trident. Go ahead.
Yes, as you take the trident, the fire that is sort of writhing the thing, trying to purify it, as Zardas touches it, it just sort of like bubbles up, and then the fire just turns to steam, and then it starts dripping water and the fire is no more. And you smell the sea.
I take the smell of the sea in my nostrils and I grasp the trident and I say, "You were serving an evil man, but your true purpose is to serve the sea. And Poseidon," and then I knock it to the ground, "is the only true master of the sea." And then I look at Ayu and I say, "Thank you, Ayu. I will not disappoint you."
She nods. If you start raising a hell on nature, I will strike you down myself. I won't let you fall to corruptions, artist.
I will
Alright.
want nothing less.
So
She
you are
pats him on the
doing-
shoulder and starts to turn and leave.
Alright. So Zardos, you are going to spend some time attuning to this weapon. So Drown is a trident that deals an extra d8 cold damage and it counts as a +1 weapon. You already can speak Aquan and have resistance to cold, however, which it normally grants, but it also lets you once per day you can use it to dominate a water elemental. And you can feel that as you attune to it, you feel your skin begin to to basically wetten. It feels almost as if you were freshly in water. You can feel your...
That's nice.
I assume you might have like gills or something like that.
Yeah.
They
You're-
feel like refreshed, like almost as if you can breathe as
All right.
comfortably as you would in the water, in the air, because it feels almost as if there is just this constant refreshment of water there.
Okay. Zadas is
Um,
pleased with this and looks at the trident and says, "If you treat me well, I shall treat you well."
It doesn't quite speak to you, but you do feel a sense of power and that you are deserving of this weapon, that you're going to use it to create great things. Yeah, you have attuned to Drown.
Very well. And now, off to adventure.
Indeed. So let's see if we've got the map here somewhere. Overworld map, where did you go? Desarin Valley. This one? Let's see. We should see some change. No? What? Is it changing for you guys?
Yeah, I see the Destiny Valley.
Ah, bugger. That means that my roll 20 is mucking up. Oh no, I know what it is. It's because I
Well, if
didn't
you
switch to player mode.
Yeah.
So, which is probably a good thing to do, to be honest. Right. So, the location of the ruin is not all that far away. In fact, it's less than a day's travel by your reckoning.
We are at Riverguard or Summit Hall?
Riverguard Keep. Yeah, I haven't moved
Riverguard
yet.
Keep, yeah. No, it's fine.
Let's see. Actually, I can move you on. Yeah, there you are. Riverguard Keep.
Hey.
And you can see, and soon now viewers will see, but on your map you can see that the halls of the Hunting Axe, they're across the other side of the Desarin River, and beyond Summit Hall, but not really more than 12 miles away from Summit Hall. So you kind of reach Summit Hall by lunchtime, and then as it's getting upon maybe 6 o'clock in the evening, you arrive towards the halls of the Hunting Axe. Although, let's just see if anything happens on the way. It seems that aside from the customary unseasonable weather, that the trip to Summit Hall is uneventful, and you see that the knights are busy at work trying to repair their fortified dwellings after the terrible episode that they had at the hands of the cult. And after checking in and perhaps making sure that Grozak is settled, you make your way northwards around the edge of the Desaran hills, the Sumber Hills, sorry, and arrive at a place. And let me switch you over to this place.
Let's see the play.
Let's hope it's not just fire everywhere.
So it should be right down the bottom.
Wow. We can see for miles.
Yeah, we were already being set upon by an owlbear.
Indeed.
Oh, hello.
What?
As you do arrive, you do notice that there is an owlbear prowling on the outskirts. It seems like it has come out of its lair now that it is approaching on dusk. And let me just see, where did it go?
What strange creatures living in these lands?
That's a handout. There we go. Right. So, you find a road of broken stone that meanders through the hills, stands of trees and ancient ruins. The road passes under the occasional stone arch as it weaves northward. One such arch stands ahead of you, and perched on a rocky escarpment to the left of the arch is an owlbear. It shrieks at you but doesn't leave its perch.
All right.
I will approach it as close as it seems like it'll let her, and just lay down some rations for it. Bow to it, and then step back.
Alright, why don't you give me a... It is a monstrosity, but I'm going to let you make a handle animal.
Okay. Animal handling.
Alright.
10, unless I have advantage.
You do not have advantage. You leave the rations, and it puffs up and tries to essentially intimidate you, although it uses strength instead, so it gets an 18 as it rears up threateningly.
I am thoroughly intimidated, and will step back.
I'll be drawing my sword.
That's probably a good idea. Oh, look at this place. This is it. Very close by. I can feel it.
Oh.
Maybe perhaps we should swing westwards to avoid the big birdie.
Sounds like a sound idea.
It would be wise. I don't believe it'll attack us as long as we stay away.
All right.
Do keep an eye on it.
I will do so.
I heard somewhere animals don't attack if you keep an eye on it.
What?
That only works with ambush predators. And that's if they don't think they can eat you.
Well,
And
it
clowns. I hear it's very good against clowns.
Trust the druid on animals.
Well, it is kind of part owl. I think they are ambush hunters.
Don't get too far away from the group. And if it does come at you, try to make as much noise before it eats you.
Okay. What?
That is the most I can give you on information. I am not a master on owlbears specifically, but
They might
General
not
knowledge.
enjoy dying screams. Who knows?
Do they bleed?
they do.
Then they can die.
If it bleeds, then you can kill it.
Will they not touch you if you stand inside a circle?
What circle?
What circle? Am I missing a circle?
Very well. So I see some kind of building here. What is this?
Yeah, well, you guys start edging more towards the western part, as Bethendar has mentioned. You just pass through a grand arch that seems half demolished, but what remains suggests that it was once a great blocky edifice carved with runes, most of which are too weather-worn to be deciphered. And beyond the arch stands the crumbling shell of a once impressive hall, and to its right, the lower half of a monolithic statue.
What does the
This
statue
looks like a
represent?
mighty fine place. Does anybody know what was here?
Apparently, a very
Go.
powerful axe.
Well, a long time ago, this was a part of the kingdom of Basilmar, of course. Now, back in the days of Flame Tongue, it was really a much more modest place, to be honest. It was, as the name implies, a place where the royal court went to hunt in the world above. But of course, in the generation since his passing, a town and settlement built up around it. But it's also the king's favourite place, so he was supposedly buried there. This looks like the remains of one of the halls. In fact, I've been here before, and that's pretty much what the scholars are saying about this building in particular. But where we want, it's closer to the cliffs over there, and he points northwards and beyond. If we follow the stream for a bit, we should be good.
Okay,
I like
let's
to
do
follow
that.
Okay, so you guys head northwards.
I see something there.
Yes, indeed.
Are those statues or are those creatures?
Those look like statues in the entrance to some kind of underground place.
Huh.
And in
What
the
is-
corner, closer
there
to
is,
you, yeah. There is, let's see. This is actually a large semicircular amphitheater built into the side of the bluff that takes advantage of the natural rise and the acoustics. It's still structurally sound, and there are a few weed shrubs and small trees grow up in cracks between the stones. He says, right, so this amphitheatre points away and across the river. There it is. You see it yonder with the statues, right? The entrance to the crypts.
That's where we want to be there.
Yeah. At this point, I would like you to make me a perception check.
Oh, my favorite check.
All of us, or just one
All
of us?
you?
Whoa.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ow.
Yeah.
Completely
Yeah, wow.
unaware.
I call shenanigans there. That is nuts. Excellent.
Fuck,
Zeldas, have you noticed this stone at our feet? It's
It
like
is a wonderful piece
giant.
of rock. Yes.
I really hope that owlbear over there doesn't get the wrong idea. It's
Oh.
a really beautiful creature.
I know you're all probably poofed from the walk over, but I'm so excited. I mean, it's going to be dark in there anyway. Shall we go?
Yes, of course.
All right.
I mean, what can go wrong, right? Let's go.
Let
So
me
you-
put some light on my shield.
You guys approach the tunnel and start stepping down into what looks like the entrance to a very cool staircase. The area feels eerily quiet here. There are no birds singing, no crickets, even despite the fact it's getting close to the evening. Although you hear some weird kind of thing making noises. And you start stepping inside, and it's not until you guys are maybe 20 or 30 steps down that you sense the presence of someone on the stairs behind you.
Bonjour.
What's going on?
And you turn around to see a silhouette You can't
Does it have
quite
bright
make
eyes?
out the face, but it looks like it looks like a robed man, and he is wielding an iron pickaxe. Maybe a war pick. It's hard to tell, and it's weird because his hair seems to be alive, as if the writhing of snakes. And you hear a voice that says, "The eye was correct. Your folly was not in following through. I, Marlos of the Earth Cult, condemn you. The eye has seen you, but this tomb will be yours." And you see he produces some kind of orb around 2 feet in length,
Oh shit.
and he holds it up, and the entire world begins to shake. The ceiling begins to rumble, and chips of stone fall and clank against your armor. It seems as if the floor itself beneath you is giving way, and in a moment the light of the outside goes completely black, and you find yourselves elsewhere. So I want you guys to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm so glad I got resilient.
Oh,
Jeez, why am I rolling like this?
Feels good to have them good rolls.
Okay, so let's see. I gotta make sure I'm on the right map here, and you guys find yourselves in another place. All right. Now let's see. I hope this is black for you guys.
It is.
Excellent. It should be. All right. So you guys don't normally have a light source, right? Can IU see anything?
Oh,
we
I
have
have it on-
light
I have it
from
on
Emerald's
Headline.
shield.
Yes. So Everall,
As
however, is not there. When you
As for can I see anything? No, I cannot see anything. I can see my token and nothing else.
right, okay. That would be
I-
because you have no light source.
I will fumble about and grab a torch out of my backpack.
Okay.
I
Tinder it up.
cast produce flame to give myself a light source.
All right. So let's first give you a light, so a torch.
but you have dark vision.
I do also have dark vision.
Oh, now I can see. Emerald
Yes.
is there. I see Emerald.
And we'll
I
put
am
some
here.
light on. There we go, a light spell. So you guys who made 12 or above take half damage on the Constitution save. Don't you
I
have
failed
extra-
Constitution save.
Yeah,
Crazy.
what the hell?
So I take what?
You take 11 points of bludgeoning
11
damage.
points.
And the others take 5. And let's roll for Brill Thandar is there. So let's. Ooh. So he looks very, very wounded.
Oh,
Is ironic the right term for a dwarf dying to stone?
Oh, that's not a funny joke. Ah, who was that bugger? Here writhing around like a bloody. What's it I call it?
can
A
I
gorgon.
just quickly look him over with a bit of medicine and stuff?
Sure, you can make a medicine check to look at his wounds.
I would also like to do that. He's on an adventure. Worries me. Today's a good day.
It is. I mean, you check him over, and it's enough to
it's
see that
fame, fumbles, and mediocrity today.
Bloody roll 10.
he could have broken a bone or something like that in his forearm. He is an elderly dwarf, so he does look a little bit worse for wear, but he is quite tough despite his age. So once the light starts to, not quite be as sharp to your eyes that it had have been appearing through the darkness. You find yourselves at the top of a cave-in, which would have been the entrance to some stone stairs leading down to a sepulchral foyer divided in half by two large statues of dwarves in full battle gear flanking the center of a hall. You can see exits to the northeast and northwest descend into dark crypts, while staircases to the southeast and southwest descend into the passages leading deeper into the funerary complex. And Brulthendar sort of looks up. There's blood in one of his eyes. He's taken a hit to the head, and he gets out his familiar pipe and stuffs in some pipe weed and smokes it, trying to... Oh, the vapors will heal me, I'm sure. Ugh. Oh.
Maybe you should wait here, grandfather, while we check this place.
Wait, where are we?
We appear to be in some sort of underground or cavern. There's this.
But this isn't the normal crypts. We must have fallen further. Could this be it? Could we be in the chambers where the king is buried?
As he's talking, Ayu gives him a pat on the head.
Ah! Ooh! Oh,
7 wounds.
actually,
healed.
that feels a lot better. Oh, and me Aaron. What do you know? Woman, you might be having a devil's horns, but you're sure to have a healing touch.
Yeah, the horns are, it just scares away the less, nice people.
Why, if I were 2 centuries younger and maybe a human or something. Oh. In any case,
Of the time.
one isn't ever the time. Oh.
A long time ago, Prudenta.
Oh. Alright, so you guys can give me some perception checks, perhaps. It is dark,
Yeah.
but you do have the light of the torch to guide you.
And a light on a shield.
Look, if need be, I'll summon a fire elemental.
Jesus, what's going on?
What the hell?
Wait until we
Heyo.
all then I will shoot.
There we go.
Save us, Ayu.
So Ayu, you look suspiciously at the floor and see that there is thick layers of dust here. There is a weird smell in the air. You're not quite sure what it is.
Please don't be sulfur.
It's sort of like there's almost like a metallic taste that's in your mouth. You can't quite place it, but what you do notice is that on the dusty floor there is a part of it that seems to have been disturbed by footsteps. There seems to be a trail leading past these statues into the caverns, and they seem to be coming from the eastern staircase and heading southwards. And Brulthenda sort of looks up and peers through the darkness, and he's like, "Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Those statues there. Oh, it's a good thing I'm with you, because I'm pretty sure they're stone golems. And they're pretty nasty bastards. One of them by itself would be horrible, but 2 of them, oh! Fortunately, in my research, somewhere here in these books, I'm pretty sure there's a password. But this might take a while. You don't have an extra one of those torches, do you, Sonny? I mean, I can read in the dark, but with these old eyes, the light really helps."
Ayu will transition her produce flame to her tail and hold her tail over Bruthander while she checks the footsteps on the ground.
He starts going through some of these. Alright, so you guys...
Are you seriously giving him tail?
In a way. In a way.
Welcome to the Punday Nights.
I'll put a torch next to the and like light second torch. Is there a point where I can fix it?
There are, yes, old torch sconces, so you want to just set it up.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Let me just drag one on. And light sources, and a nice little torch.
As that's going on, IU will point towards the ground. Someone's been through here. Relatively recently, it seems.
Well, no, not relatively recent. Like, you think this was a long time ago still. In fact,
okay.
this place really doesn't look like it's been disturbed for centuries. It's
I
just
took it
like...
I took it as being recent because there's dust everywhere and there's still these footsteps.
Yeah,
it was
but
like
it's more
someone's
like you
walked through
see...
here, disturbed the dust.
Yeah, there's so much dust that it sort of almost looks like I mean, the footsteps are mostly filled in. If you weren't so observant as you were, you probably would have missed the details.
Okay, yeah. I will point out the footsteps. Everybody's like, seems someone came through here at some point. Went that.
Oh, look, steppy foots.
Yes.
Yes, once I points them out, they're a lot easier to see. But they... Zardos, you sort of like peer through the darkness down into like a 10-foot wide staircase descends down another 10 feet into a tiered landing flanked by twin sarcophagi to the north and south. To the east, the stairs descend down into a second tier, and you can see that the sarcophagus to the south, adjacent to you, seems to have caved in. You can see, in fact, there are a lot of damage from this seismic event that has occurred when this cult leader suddenly appeared behind you and trapped you inside this complex. But you can see that the stairs lead further down, and it seems that the footsteps have come from that direction as well.
All right. Can you add light source to Avril also?
What do you have up? Like a light?
Yeah, I have like the light spell.
Okay, sorry. There you go.
Thank you.
Right.
No worries.
Do you feel safe staying here, Brithander?
Oh, I've got a bit of a headache, but I'll be fine looking through these. Oh, yep, I'll be fine. Just have a look, but don't go past the statues yet. Ooh.
Now, one of the many things the abbot always taught me to do is look both ways before we cross the path or something. So shouldn't we check out the other side as well before we go further exploring so that he doesn't get crept up on by things?
Well, I guess. Maybe not.
Oh, it's your friend.
I mean, who can possibly live here? It's this place has been abandoned for ages, right?
Thousands of years.
Thousands of years. I mean,
Yeah.
only stone golems and that. Well, anyhow.
Zombified cats.
Could be any number of things down here.
That's
Okay.
the main reason you don't see rats in these dungeons, you know.
I see naked footprints on the ground. I'm going to follow them.
Well, they lead to the golems.
True, but where are they coming from?
Ah, right.
A good question. So you head further down the corridor to the second tier.
Oh, one second though. I rapidly go back to Brute Lantern.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Brute Lantern, just a question.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is it?
To be 100% sure. What's your view on tomb raiding and looting tombs of ancient dwarven people?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
in the interest of science,
I like where this is
or
going.
rather archaeology, there gets to be a certain point around the, 10 lifespans or so points where, it's not a question of respecting corpses anymore, but about cultural value.
True.
Let's put it this way. We might have to do a little bit of recovery of artifacts. They might come from graves, but these lands aren't consecrated anymore, so it's important that we take such relics back to... Oh, fuck
Yes.
me.
I complete.
No.
What? Wait a second.
No, it's my head. I'm not in the fish people. And I
No,
feel
that's
old.
fine. That's fine,
Oh.
but I thank you for your words, and I can assure you that whatever we take away from this place, we will be treating with the utmost respect. Then I
Let
turn
me
to
put
my-
it this way. If
Yeah.
the dwarven spirits don't want you to take something, they'll make it known.
Very well, very well. Thank you for your kind words. Then I turn to my companions and I say, "Okay, guys, fuck this place up. Let's go." And
What?
Zaders? Zaders?
yeah, yes.
Yeah. These boxes, do they sometimes contain things that might be useful?
They could.
Should we try lifting the lid off this one then?
The unspoken rule of our party is that the last guy joining be doing the opening.
Alright.
With Sandor with a guard, by the way.
Brutanda is completely fine with it. I just asked for permission and I have received.
No. Should we leave
So-
him with a guard?
Which guard?
Give me
While
1
they're
minute and I can
discussing-
summon an elemental.
I tried
Well,
to move the
wait.
lid from the-
If you can summon an elemental, I would rather have it fighting with us.
Alright, I just wanted to ask you guys if you felt okay with it.
No, Brutanda is fine. He's lived so far.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mo, let's open the thing.
Alright. So...
Carefully.
You see that this one is caved in, and that you can see that there is like the crumbled skeleton. Formerly, this guy would have had like some kind of plate armor and weapons, but you see that like the stone pieces have. Wait, is the one to the north you're looking at, or the disturbed one?
The one to the north.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, you see that the dwarf must have been buried in full regalia, but it's just a very ancient corpse, and if disturbed, you think the things that it's wearing are very fragile.
Alright.
Yeah, the problem we have at this moment is if these tombs are like thousands of years old, everything will be thousands of years old as well, so we won't be able to use them anymore.
But isn't that a thing that dwarven thingies do? Like be extremely sturdy to last for forevers?
I don't know anything about dwarves.
Not a clue.
Everal, could you give me a charisma saving throw, please?
Oh god.
Hey.
Good thing it's not me.
Hey.
Hey.
For a moment, you
It's only
heard this
half
kind
that.
of like buzzing noise, and like it didn't sound like it was coming from you, like something you heard. It was almost like this mental thing. Like hard to say what it could have been. Like something was
Oh, that's just tinnitus.
just like
Just ignore it.
Did anyone else have a giant bee in his head?
No, they usually don't go inside of people's bodies.
I wouldn't
You're probably
say you'd
thinking
call
of
it
corpse flies.
I would
giant
probably be
bee.
dead.
I felt
Normally it would be a
something.
corpse fly that would go inside of you, not a bee.
I look behind me.
All right. You don't say anything in particular.
Are you alright, Avril?
To be quite honest, I don't do well underground, you know?
Yeah, I understand. I also don't like this place, so
Well, get
let's
her
be
move on.
fast. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to open every single tomb. Let's see body here.
Alright, it looks like the source of the steps come from the third tier.
Alright. 8. Look at this.
And you can see
Oh,
that this appears to have been disturbed and is empty. And there is something that looks like an inscription on the grave.
I read it.
But it's in Dethic, the dwarven
Well,
script.
I wear an helm of comprehend languages.
You do indeed. So this actually is very hard to make out, and if it wasn't for the magic helping you, you maybe not be able to make out the name of Lovor the Lecher.
Right.
Well, he must have been lovely in life.
Kingsguard.
So, Zadas, what does it say?
Lower the lecture, Kingsguard. Then I like get near to Evan, like, what's a lecture?
Well, it's something like you.
Oh, okay. This lover must have been a great hero.
Well,
But he also
he's
left.
been interred
like-
with the king, so that probably is a good sign, right?
Yeah, I think the same. Although apparently he was tired of being interred, and he took a walk.
Yes, well, your comprehend languages also helps you interpret the meaning of names and such. And as it might not be openly apparent to people with English as a second language, a lecher is basically a really horny bastard.
Yeah, Fausto knows. Zadas did.
Right, just checking. Such things one does not know. So I guess the helm interprets for you.
Oh, alright. Well, then I agree twice with Avril. Yeah. He was definitely a likable person. Okay, but did he leave anything in his tomb?
You can make an investigation check, perhaps.
Sure.
Or rather, several of you may investigate, and one of you will get advantage on the check.
Okay, who's the
I'll help
investigating
you,
guy?
mate.
Oh, thank you. Let's go. A 16.
Alright, it does not look like there's anything of value in here, but what is interesting is you're pretty sure that this has not been disturbed by the earthquake, and in fact, it's been opened from the inside.
That doesn't bode well now, Zadas.
No. Or maybe he was interred while he was still, and they didn't realize he was dead. He wasn't dead.
That sounds like a
I'm way too optimistic.
yes.
Oh, I see.
I know there's a way to look dead, but not for 1,000+ years.
So
Hey Mo, what did you find?
Mo found the corpse of a dwarven kingsguard.
There's this guy in this thing which is wearing some kind of metal thing which crumbles if you touch it too hard.
Then don't touch it.
Okay.
Can I try and take the weapon that he has with him? Or doesn't he have no weapon?
He does have like a dwarven axe, but it's well rusted. Although it was once well made, and maybe it's a little bit of like silver etching or something that is left on the rusty axe blade. The wooden haft is just it's very, very fragile. It's not the kind of thing you could use as a weapon.
That's a mighty shame.
Well, I'd say let's check the other side then. Unless Brudentar has the password. Because I see these steps are actually going to the stages, right?
Yeah.
To the south, yeah, the statues are here.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's give. I passed by Brudentar and I'm like, so, what about
I'm looking.
Ah, okay, very well.
He is flipping through his books trying to find.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's worth it. Otherwise, he's gonna breathe like poison on us and stuff.
Who?
The golems.
Ah,
Don't speak
They
too
do that?
loud.
I mean, you're kind of tempting me to just fight them, Xander.
You're
All
a
right.
mighty hero. You might take down one if you still had that fancy axe of yours. But without it,
Please don't remind me of that, but...
Zardas, before we intend to fight it, let's at least check the other side.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. My warmongering has its limits. Right.
I see one of the
More tombs.
one of the
Yes.
tombs seems to be open.
it does
Slightly.
indeed. But as you investigate it, it does also look as if perhaps the earthquake has dislodged it rather than it's being broken apart.
Rocks fell out and it stayed dead.
Let's see.
Something like that.
What do my Genasi eyes see?
Sorry. What do you? They see a skeleton. This one
May-
wearing robes.
May Thor watch over him.
Indeed. But as
Wouldn't
you
it be like a... Oh, go ahead.
as Everil, as you reach down to the second tier, you look into the darkness of the third tier, and you feel like there's something drawing your attention there, like a reminder of that spirit that you met in the dwarven graveyard in the city. And something that is just nudging at the back of your head. You don't think it's the same thing that you felt that buzzing before. If anything, that presence seems to be gone now. This seems like something else.
I don't know why, but this place looks a bit familiar to me.
I see.
Am I interpreting it correctly?
Yep.
Your friends are with you, Avril.
It's like I've been here before, but not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have this feeling many times after a party.
And
Are you
see
descended
that,
from dwarves at all?
you see that the far alcove has an intact sarcophagus to the west.
Right. Is there a name?
The name is so the one that not even the helm can help you.
I see. Well, then let's check the last crypt here.
All right. So you don't need to make a strength check with the combined might of Zardas, and I mean Everill's not weak either.
14.
Yeah, that's quite decent. You open up the grave to see the remains of a warrior. His his armor looks rusted and crumbled to ruins. However, he has at his belt something resembling some kind of hammer, although the haft is quite short, and it reminds you very much of the symbol of Thor.
All right.
And unlike the rest of the remains, this looks pristine, like it's been preserved by magic. It has gilded markings and etchings on it. It's gem encrusted, and it looks like it has a hook to attach to a belt. It almost looks like Mjolnir.
Hey!
This can't be. It looks almost the same.
Your
Zardas,
god
do you know
is-
what this is?
Your god is looking at you, Avril. Make him proud.
I reach out for it.
You grab the weapon, and you feel its weight, and it's definitely magical. You can feel that it has this warmth. It's kind of like the warmth of, the comfortable warmth of, the hearth, like when you're relaxing by the fire after a hard day's adventuring. And as you pick it up, you feel it crackling with lightning as it sort of comes from a dormant state back to life. And yeah, you pick it up and hold it.
It is a weapon worthy of you, Avril. I make a little bow with my head.
It feels so natural.
It means that a mighty battle is ahead of us. Let's go face it.
Most likely.
But I don't think we have to fight the golems just quite yet, Zedas.
I think this is a sign. That's. I mean, look at it. Look at the Avril. He's ready.
If I remember my mythologies correctly, wasn't that from some kind of thunder guy? And thunder and stone don't really mix that well. So maybe we should use it on something that conducts lightning a lot better.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd actually have to disagree with you on that. Thunder is very efficient on stone. Lightning, on the other hand.
He has a point.
Oh, I found it! I found it!
Damn, says Zada. Damn.
Don't worry, Zetas. They might just have the wrong word, and we might have to fight anyway.
Yeah, one can only hope.
You jogs back. Well, it isn't abracadabra or open sesame, is it?
No, it's not.
Abracasesame.
What is that?
Klaatu, Verata,
This
First door wrong.
seems to be...
Nick too!
Yes,
Hey.
Alright, it should be safe.
Klaatu, Verata, Niktu?
Yeah, that's the one.
Uh-huh. Perfect. Should we say it like here or nearer to the golems? Or
As you get close.
Klaatu, Verata.
The statue comes to life.
Oh, I am so unhappy about it. I'm so unhappy about it.
And it tries to strike you.
I was completely ready for it. Come on, I was expecting it.
Oh god, I can't believe this. Oh no! You must have said it wrong!
Oh, I am so sorry.
You're still too in awe by the fact that you just found
Yes.
Mjolnir.
Absolutely.
You haven't even noticed they come to life. You're still kind of looking at it and kind of like rubbing it around in your hands, like, oh my god.
So far, it's just the one. So I would say
29? What's that? Hey, all right. Not
Yeah,
bad.
that's ridiculous. How can it be
That's
29?
Probably alert or something.
Alert.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Same shtick as Scroll, but
Oops,
I
sorry.
guess this one goes off as wisdom because he's a monk.
It's
Mauritius
That's
will
right.
begin. You see that this stone golem's about to bring its stone axe down on Zardas.
Right. So I will interpose and annoy the living shit out of that thing. 1, 2, 3. And first time rolling attacks with this guy.
Now, are your weapon attacks counting as magical?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I think so. Give me a second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, your unarmed strike counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and blah 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 blah. And
And your Kensei is also your
magical sword seize.
Yes. All right.
Hurrah! So I will strike it first with my sword since I'm holding that,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will make an unarmed strike because that's what I get to do.
Yep. Well, a 27 will hit, so you do 11 points damage.
Also, you make 2 attacks with it.
That puppo.
The
And
second one is a miss, or rather, you just can't defeat its
One
armor.
more. There we go.
You get one more longsword, don't you?
It's 2 attacks, and I get an extra attack when I use a normal attack.
You sure? I thought it was 2 swords.
Yeah, so
then
normally it's 2 swords and 1 unarmed, but you did 1 sword and 2 unarmed. I mean, you can
Yep.
mix them if you want.
Because then I get my Kensei bonus of +2 to my AC.
Correct.
As I swing my sword around and defend myself from harm.
All right. Well, your first hit, in any case, does land well. Ayu.
I usually use trust. Constitution save DC 16.
Constitution save DC 16. Okay. It has magic resistance.
Fair enough.
And let's see. So it gets a 25.
It
Alright.
passes and takes no damage.
Right, and that's your move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zordus.
Right, Zaras will move into position here, and let's see how tough he is. Drown.
As you move past, the second golem comes to. Oh shit! Sorry, wrong group.
Hey, there
Hey,
is
it's
more
us
of me.
again.
There is more of me.
Ayu does that Spider-Man meme thing where she points at herself.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. 2 golems, you say. You know what? Bonus action. Poseidon! And I rage.
All right.
And let's go then.
Yeah.
I'm a clan. It's a crit. Poseidon!
Armor
First
class,
attack
it's
of
a
the
crit.
day.
How
Armor
do you
class, it's
have?
a crit.
It's
Okay.
meant to be.
Chihuahua.
+9, +10, +2. That's 46 points of damage.
It's meant to
Okay.
be.
And then we will make the
Let's
second
see.
attack.
It has
Yep.
immunity to poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing. You've got a magic weapon there, so you're good.
Yes.
That's all come through.
Fantastic. Then it's a 10.
Oh.
That is a miss.
But since I critted, I can make another attack.
True.
And here we go. A
Alright.
13. Okay, Poseidon.
You
it's
feel
a-
like if you hadn't used this
Yeah, I know.
great weapon master, you might have hit this thing,
It's
which
the
you may
life of
come to
barbarian.
regret because it's its
All or
turn.
nothing.
So it is going to slam once at Mauritius and once at Zarda. So first Mauritius, a 29,
I think that's a hit.
That may
so
be a hit.
23 bludgeoning damage,
Ouch,
and
my face.
Zardus, a 22
That is actually a hit.
for 26 bludgeoning. I guess halved because you're raging. Oh, you were you
Right.
reckless?
No, I was advantaged because I have a
Flanking.
we are flanking.
Yes. And the other golem comes to life and targets you all with a slow. So each person there needs to make a, or rather, which it can see within 10 feet. So it will move here and do a slow. So it will only affect Zardus and Mauritius.
Oh, only.
Right.
Okay.
A wisdom save. you said.
Nope.
So you are slowed.
Okay, since I'm raging, I'm going to use the fanatical focus to make
To
me
reroll.
reroll this save. Let's hope.
Zardes. Hey!
You
Very
cannot
good.
slow the raging sea, piece of rock.
Everil.
Yes. Salas, cover your ears.
I do.
As I will cast a 4th level shatter at max.
All
Damage.
right. And you're placing it on the golem to the left, I take it?
Yeah, I will point it here. It should be a 10-foot radius. So Zadas will also be hit.
What? All right.
It's the only way I can get both of them.
I
What-
trust you. I trust you will take care of
What is
Yes.
the maximum?
It is
40, I think, right? 5d8?
yes.
Okay,
So
40.
which will be 80
Why? Because they are things.
because they are stone.
Okay. Okay, Constitution, you said?
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah, they get 2. I forgot about that.
And they get
Yeah.
disadvantage on the save, so it cancels out their magic resistance.
So it's normal. And they made a 10, so they take full damage.
So 80 damage. Beautiful.
That is... You actually did 160 damage total. To both of... Well, 80 each.
No, actually no, it's 40. I think I read it wrong.
What?
Yeah, it's a creature made of. They have a disadvantage on the saving throw. It doesn't.
The creature
it
made...
doesn't do double.
Oh, okay, alright. So,
Doesn't do double damage.
Okay, well, that's...
Still, it's 40.
yes.
And
that's very
I failed my saving throw, right? So I do 40 damage.
What kind of damage is it? Thunder.
Null...
I don't.
Standard, yeah, I
It's
don't.
thunder damage.
I don't have that.
Oh, making my job very difficult.
I hope it was worth it. Oh,
That was your regular action, so... Anything else?
No, I can't do anything else.
It's a spiritual weapon, can't you?
No, because I cast a first level
Yeah.
spell.
Ah, yes, of course. Alright, Brothendor fanatically...
Wait. I will get a bit closer.
Okay, interesting. Brothendor frantically tries to search through his books. Oh my god, it looks like you've got... Mauritius! It's my headache!
Right.
Ah!
So I'm even slower now. That's not gonna end well for me.
Good god.
Let's see how bad it is.
you have advantage because we're flanking.
But you can only make the one attack.
One attack and a bonus action, but not both.
Mm-hmm. So one sword, right?
Hmm. But I'm gonna go in. Ah, fuck it. I'll hit it.
That
Hit
remains
it
to be
with the
seen.
swordie. Boink.
Hey.
Well, that's a hit for 12 slashing damage. Hey, you bloodied it. Well, crumbled
Can
it.
I then still use a reaction or something? Or is it just this that I can do?
Reactions are not on your turn.
Okay.
So,
Well, unless you jump down a cliff and use Featherfall.
But I can still do bonus actions also? Or
nope.
is that also out?
You choose
Okay,
either an
good.
attack action or a bonus action. You can,
So then the
however,
attack
move.
action
You can move
then
at
follows
half
up
speed.
with my unarmed attack thingy, because that is added to it, or
That's a bonus action.
so very confusing.
No,
Ah,
it's
okay.
now you're under the effect of a spell that only makes one thing. Either you
Okay.
make an action or a bonus action.
And
But
I'm
you
gonna
can
stand
save-
still because I don't like it when they get attacks of opportunity.
Probably a wise choice. Are you?
Can't you repeat the saving throw at the end of his turn?
Oh, yes. Yes, you can. So, a new wisdom save.
Nope.
What a shame.
I will use. What level is slow? Fuck, we'll just go with the level 3 Dispel Magic.
Alright, so you dispel the magic of the slow.
Yes.
That is your action. You have a bonus action and a move action.
I have nothing to use my bonus action on. I will just step in front of Brothendor to protect him in case I need to.
He is wildly searching through his books. Zardas.
Alright, so this guy apparently harder than we thought, so let's keep attacking him, but without Grave Weapon Master. Still advantage, thanks to my good friend Mo. Let's go. I'm a class of
Flamin'
15.
Moes.
It's a miss.
That's a miss, bro. And the armor class. Oh, Poseidon, why have you forsaken me? Right, then that's it.
Indeed. So it's their turns. So, Mauritius, before you get one slam, a 19 to hit
Hits.
for
That's
19
just my armor
bludgeoning
class.
damage.
Yep.
And Zardos, 27 for 22
That
bludgeoning.
is a hit. Ouch.
And then there'll be at least one on Everil, 22 to hit for 25 bludgeoning. And let's see of the three of you who the last one will be. So a 1 Everil, 2 Mauritius, 3 Zardos.
Come at me, bro.
23.
Well, at
Right.
least they're sustaining your ragey thing.
So only a
Yeah.
5 after it's all
Yeah.
reduced, right?
5 damage. Yeah.
And Everil, it is now your turn.
Alright.
Okay, Zardos, I hurt you, and now I will heal you.
That makes sense, thanks.
So you get 32.
Doesn't that hurt you?
Yes, it does hurt me.
32?
He takes
nice.
16, you get 32.
I feel better.
I don't.
So that's your entire action, turn.
Yes, that's gonna be it.
Alright. In which case, Brulthandar is going to make one last attempt. Or, not one last. He frantically looks through his books. Finally, gets an 18. And he says the correct word, and one of the golems turns inert and moves back. And he is... Oh shit, there's a second word! Ah! Mauritius.
No. Right. So we go for toppily floppy with a sword.
That is a miss.
And we do an unarmed strike. And we use the...
Well, you get a second longsword.
Nope.
Or an arm strike.
I use
Hey.
my bonus action.
I just don't see why you would use an unarmed strike instead of a longsword when you can use a longsword.
Because I need to do an unarmed strike to get the boost to my AC.
It's a Kensei thing.
Ah.
So I use 1 key point to go into patient defense. Which means that I am now considering dodging.
Okay. Ayu.
I feel so bad for poor little Mauritius.
Don't worry, I get hit in the face all the time.
You haven't been here long and you're already almost dead.
Alright, so you get 13 hit points back.
It's basically half my hit points.
Go team! Woo! My turn.
And Zordus' turn. You are still flanking.
Alright. Yes. You are very hard. Piece of rock.
That's what he said.
At 24, though I should have advantage, so who knows, maybe it's a crit. Not a crit, but still a 24. So that's
22.
22 damage, yes. For the
Alright.
first attack.
Yep.
Second attack, it's a crit! Poseidon! And it's 26 and 2, 28 points of damage.
Only 28?
Yeah, because the radiant is only once per round.
Right.
Turn.
And then your
38
extra
points
attack. 'cause
And then
you
my
made a crit.
extra attack, 23
That
for
will hit.
17 points of damage.
Alright.
I'm
He
useful. I'm
does
helping.
look worse to wear.
I'm quite happy.
But it is his turn now, so we'll slam on each of you. So first Mauritius, 23. Or rather 22, because you were dodging.
Still hits me on my 21. So
So 18 points of bludgeoning damage. The second
thanks,
slam.
Radio IU.
This
I
actually
would've
might
been out
miss
otherwise.
Sardis.
It's miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Everall, it's your turn.
I get closer and I'm going to try out this new hammer I just found.
Okay.
I have no stats for it.
No, that's fine. You roll a regular warhammer.
I'll try a different warhammer actually.
Your own warhammer.
Yes,
Okay.
but I have divine strike now. I can because of Tempest Cleric.
Yes. So a 20 is a hit.
Yes, so for 6 bludgeoning and 3 thunder damage.
All right. So 9. Because I don't think they are. No, they don't have any weakness to it. Bulthender. Now sure is on the right page. Says the last word, and the statue stills and moves into
Really
place.
now, Brutal Really?
I would not normally recommend this, but I do suggest we take down some of the architecture of this place, just in case they will come back. Please vandalize the fuck out of these statues.
I wouldn't do that, Luddy. I'm pretty sure it will reactivate the magic of both of them.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. What we are doing, I see. You seem to need a bit of a breather, no?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Blood dripping from everything. Mm-hmm.
squashed by the giant fist thing. And yeah, shall we take a shorty?
Yeah, I think we could use that. I just can't shake this feeling that we're being watched sometimes.
Can you make a charisma save, please, Fausto? for
I have that
Zorus?
feeling all the time, Avril. Charisma save. He took an 18.
All right, you also feel this.
I try to squash the fly.
You're not quite sure you actually heard it, but when you do try to squash it, it doesn't seem to be there anymore. But you're left with this dry taste in your mouth, this metallic taste, not of blood. It's like some other kind of
I feel a presence, Avril.
almost. It would be the
You
equivalent of
too.
licking batteries, but there's no batteries.
Why would you lick a battery?
To
Kids at
feel
home,
that,
don't
to
lick
feel
batteries.
this.
To know exactly the sensation Ben described.
You mean you never licked a battery as a kid?
So
Why
do I
would
feel-
you?
What?
No, I'm normal. I don't lick batteries.
I had a science
Boring.
had a science teacher who had us do it once for some stupid experiment.
What?
That sounds
The
healthy.
science teacher wasn't very smart.
No,
Was he the
clearly
kind of
not.
guy to go like, "Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm gonna teach you how to kill squirrels."
I wouldn't have been surprised.
Have them lick a butter. Okay,
So you want
That-
to take a short rest?
a short
Yes.
rest, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then,
We've
you
been in
may
the
take a
dungeon.
short rest.
We could do it in one of the.
Yeah, maybe better we are behind the goals, right? If somebody crosses them,
You do-
maybe.
Possibly they might act to protect. Yeah.
All right. So let's start with 3.
I have a feeling I might need to start doing the summoning thing again. Guys are worrying me. Guys are worrying me.
All right.
Hmm.
I guess.
Hey
I'm
Mauritius,
Yeah.
would you like to play some cards while we rest up?
I might not be the best person to play cards, but I'm willing to give it a go.
How much money you got?
fine. Oh,
Looks through his purse. I probably shouldn't be spending too much of this, so I probably have like 10 gold.
Alright, I'll match you on the 10 gold. We'll play around.
All right. So what kind of game is it?
3 Dragon Ante. I will pull out the deck that she's had in her back pocket for so long, start shuffling them, and we'll deal out the cards.
All right. Is Mauritius familiar with this game? Alright. So I guess you make an intelligence check, and Ayu will make an intelligence check, adding her proficiency bonus to the game.
Alright. Oh no.
Why is it only a
plus
2
3.
though? Yeah.
Plus 3 to that. So 11 in total.
So despite Mauritius not being familiar with the game, he totally canes your ass.
Hey, good job. She doesn't even seem like angry or anything. She just hands over the money. Yeah, I got to play. I haven't played in years and that felt good. Thanks.
You're welcome, I think, but I really don't need your coin. If you want to keep it, it's fine with me.
Nah, good game of cards. Stick by the rules. I offer
Alright.
10, you offer 10, you won, take 10.
Good.
That
Thanks,
leaves
I
me down
guess.
to- no problem. Leaves me down to 95 for the month.
Alright. I should probably have spoken to you about starting gold as well, but we can deal with that afterwards. You probably have a little bit more than 10 gold.
I know. I had 510.
Okay, good. Alright, so you have a short rest. You are undisturbed, aside from the creepiness of this place and this time. The Brulthandar's headache seems to be really bothering him.
Does he have twitchy eyes?
No,
Does he
it
hear
just
the
he
buzzing
describes.
sound too?
It's like the worst migraine of my life. A buzzing sound, yeah, it's kind of like a buzzing or a ringing in my ears. Something.
First, Everil said he had a buzzing sound, and then Zeta said he was being stalked by invisible muflas.
You can't trust what Zarda says. Oh, he embellishes.
I do not. I see reality as it is.
Your
stage
reality,
for my-
maybe.
A stage for my heroics. Very well. So we repeat the words to make sure that we can pass by the golems. Or would that activate them by repeating the words? Maybe we should repeat them again. And now that I say them the third time, maybe that will activate.
Just go through.
Yeah, you guys can safely pass the golems, having said the
Alright.
words. Brulthandar stumbles after you.
I'll have Brothandar go.
Stay near.
I'll have him go just before me now that he said he's got that buzzing, and I don't trust it. I don't know what it does.
Alright. You know what?
I don't want him to lock us in a room.
Oh,
If
look,
he's
there's
going-
more feetsies down the hallway.
If he's going just in front of you, no, fuck it, that's gonna take too long. Right. Yep. So you round a corner, and by the light of your torches, yes, you see a passage continues on south. It does look like the hall actually branched out to the east as well, but the cave-in has brought down the ceiling.
Alright.
So yes, you can proceed southwards into the darkness.
It is mighty dark in here. I'm glad I've got some light with me.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'm also glad you got some.
All right.
Oh,
So
So-
you make your way southwards, and the passage ends in a large chamber with frescoes of scenes.
Do we have time for me to put up another torch in this corridor?
Sure. You can see the sconces on the wall. So
Right.
I will just copy that. And say like here.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yep. Yes. The chamber is decorated with frescoes of scenes of dwarven life. A handful of steps descend down into a 5-foot deep depressed area in the floor, in the center of which is a large sarcophagus depicting a dwarven queen in full regalia. It seems to be ajar, and the footprints lead down and then back up again.
Let your man came for some undead loving.
What? Undead larvas?
And that love. He tried to put his zombie bun in the oven.
Oh my god.
What? How would that even? No, never mind. What is this? Like stairs going inside a
Yeah,
hole?
it's just a small stairs leading down to this
To this
depressed area.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, then let's check that sarcophagus.
All right. You peer inside and see that although the body seems to be missing, some items remain, including a jade burial mask with 250 gold, 2 gold statues of boars worth 250 each, and 4 bronze jars worth 25 each. Their contents long dried up, and I'll put that into the chat for you there.
Yeah, because our local treasure keeper is gone. Wait,
So
can I update?
Is it
the
safe
track?
to say that the tomb is slightly
You
ajar?
should have access to it, I think.
Yeah, I do. Add it here. Hey.
Huh.
I call
I
it.
know.
That was
Our,
bad. That was horrible. Slightly ajar. No, but it was certainly very jarring.
Okay. All right.
Everyone go. Oh, Brothendar, I forgot to move him.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, why aren't you joining us?
Oh no, it's just my head. I promise. Oh, it's very hard to concentrate.
All right.
Where did you get that hammer? Did you know what you got there?
Oh, yeah, wait. We had a short rest.
Yeah.
Now Everall is like attuned to the hammer.
Is that what you're spending the short rest doing?
Well, I've been looking at it, so...
You hear a voice in your head when you try to attune it that says, "Du är inte värdig."
You're not worthy, okay.
It would have been really funny if it was a recipe for meatballs.
This isn't IKEA.
Too bad.
It's not Mjolnir. It's just a meat tenderizer.
Everall, are you fine?
Everall is fine, but you get this feeling like this object is so powerful, but it detests your race.
Ow.
Oh,
He's
it's racist.
Well, not detests, but it's like you get the impression that its problem with your worthiness is connected to your race.
It's a Nazi hammer.
Well, that's basically.
It's okay,
So
Everall.
you can wield it, and it will strike better than a normal warhammer. But its other powers are not unlocked. It refuses to attune to you.
Ah, right.
What is it?
I
with
will
magic?
become worthy.
You can hit them. Magical items.
However,
that don't
it counts as a +3 warhammer.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
That's a serious upgrade.
Sorry.
To think you were selling Morning Stars
Thank
for a
you,
measly
Avril.
2.5
You're
gold.
healing us all? Is that the thing?
I misclicked.
Oh no.
Yo, why would you even have healed somewhere?
I already put all the spells in my
Ah,
spell
okay.
list.
Hey, no problem.
Then I don't have to do it anymore afterwards.
Now you jinxed it.
Yes, I know.
All right, so Everall, are you fine? Can we proceed?
Yeah, sure.
All right, but I need somebody with a light here. I don't see
Alright.
anything.
Okay. So yes, you see that the footsteps continue westwards.
What are these footsteps like dwarven or what else?
They could be dwarven sized, yeah. Although here they seem to be a bit heavier. Like
He's carrying a
he's
thing.
carrying something.
Oh, all right.
He's
or
going
someone.
to the jungle room.
What? What?
He's got a pretty little thing waiting for the king. Oh wait.
Mo, what's going on here?
Are you sure you're not a warlock of the old path or whatever it's called? You speaking some mumbo jumbo.
It's one of those things, you know. We had to recite them by rote in the monastery.
I see. What were they teaching you in this monastery again?
Song and dance and swordplay. Oh, and calligraphy.
Huh. Yeah. Like the lecture thing, right?
No, that wasn't. No, that was after I left.
All right.
Ayu,
So I
Did
see
you
corridors
make a
here,
charisma
but
save,
still
please?
I don't see anything. So I will step a bit.
I'm also carrying a torch because I'm useful like that.
Shall we
Uh,
follow the path first? Yeah.
Ayu, can you give me a charisma
Yes.
saving throw? Yes. Sorry, I'm not sure.
Oh,
I wasn't
shit.
sure if you heard me. Okay.
12.
So you hear this buzzing in your ear, but then it becomes this really annoying ringing that you just can't shake. It's very distracting and it hurts a little. So it's going to give you a disadvantage on skill checks for the
Oh.
time being. Okay.
Yeah, that buzzing you guys are talking about. Yeah, I'm feeling it now.
Right. Oh.
What is it?
And the metallic taste is stronger now too.
Well, can't you I don't know, detect some sort of magic or curse on Hans?
Yes, actually I can.
Alright, strangely enough, you don't detect any sort of magical effect per se. It seems strange, but what you do see at the bottom of the stairs here is a roughly oval 50 by 20 foot chamber strewn with rubble, and resting atop the rubble is a strange sight. Two dwarven skeletons lie together in a compromising position. One beneath the other is wearing tattered robes, tarnished necklaces, jewels, and a crown. The other is dressed in the top part of a tarnished plate armor, albeit the lower half has been abandoned at its feet.
Okay, someone took the corpses and put them in a strange position.
The crown and jewelry looks incredibly valuable, and even the armor itself seems to have weathered the ravages of time.
Actually, Abigail has detect magic.
The detect magic is up, yes. You don't feel the presence of any particular magic coming from this area, although you do feel that there's just this lingering scent of necromancy, but the items that they're wearing don't appear magical. In fact, you think that the armor, with its dark metallic sheen and sort of slight rainbow pattern in your torchlight, is actually adamantine rather.
All right.
Oh. That's some very fancy armor I see over here.
It is indeed.
Bruldentar,
Yeah.
do you know what kind of metal this is?
That looks like adamantine. What is going on here? That corpse is defiling the queen's body.
Ooh.
I'll get it off of her.
Alright, as you go to move the corpse, it animates to life.
Ooh.
At least I won't be bonely. Oh.
And you just hear this voice saying, "Hold them in!"
Yeah, you should hold it in.
But what? It's
to
him.
Zardas,
My hero.
you hear, "She is mine." With your helm of comprehend languages. So let's get some initiative going.
I don't
Hang
feel
on,
like
I gotta
blaming.
hang on.
like,
Stop. I gotta clear. Stop.
But I had a 28.
Yeah, you can
I
have
don't-
the 28.
I don't feel like blaming a lover.
Are we cleared?
Yes.
We are in the clear.
You may use your original one, you just change it in the thing.
Would I have disadvantage on initiative too?
It's not a skill check, it's an ability check, so...
Okay. I was making sure, just in case. I don't know if it affects.
It's not?
Well, technically, ability checks do not. Skill checks do not exist. They are all ability checks.
Right, they
Yes,
are
you do.
ability checks,
Right.
so yes, you would have disadvantage. Sorry.
Yeah, because bards
Or are
get
you-
half their proficiency to initiative because it's an ability
Yeah.
check.
Correct.
Alright.
Yeah, so it's 8.
Well, he's a lover
And a lasher.
and a
He's a
fighter.
lover and a fighter, yes.
You
Oh,
found your match, Mauritius.
Oh no, I went through it twice. There we go. So, yes, Mauritius.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Backstabbing me time.
Alright.
I don't have backstabbing. It's just something I say.
Okay. A 24 will definitely hit.
And I'll take my bonus action to an unarmed strike. And I'll do a regular unarmed strike with my second attack.
Ooh.
Doesn't have
It
advantage,
is a miss,
so
however.
fuck
So
my life.
you did 19 damage.
And then I will use 1 key point to activate my... Oh no, wait, I can't, because that's a bonus action. I did the additional attack as a bonus. Yeah. Crud. Ah, well. I'll just get the +2. That was my thingy.
Everil.
Oh, mighty Thor, I invoke thine hammer upon this creature. I
Alright.
actually do this,
Let me just make it a little bit more impressive.
please.
This
Oh,
ghostly
difficult.
shape, quite similar to the dwarven weapon, appears. However, it does strike the armor of this creature, and it just is not in. Well, it does. Just barely missing his skeletal parts that are showing through. Alright, so Zardus. Oh, rather, sorry, that's a bonus action, right?
Yes, so I will try to use the newfound hammer I have.
Alright.
Double hammer.
Okay. You
Ooh,
move forward
nice.
and strike him. However, he's wearing adamantine
adamantine.
plate, so it's just a normal attack.
Oh,
So that is 14 damage, right?
14 damage, yeah.
Okay.
move a bit to the side, Avril.
It is his turn. Oh, sorry, I moved past Zardus. Zardus first.
All right, then I will move in and recklessly attack this guy. Not raging. Still.
You already have advantage because there's 2 of us fighting him.
No, we have to flank him.
Oh.
Okay, then here we go. 25 and a crit, which okay, it's not a crit for him, but I can make a shot at that.
Yep. So, how much regular damage is that?
I will tell you immediately. That's 30 plus 9 plus 14 because I'm not raging. So it's 36 in total.
Alright. So he takes 36 damage. Oh, sorry, I took that off you. I will give you that back. Bad
you.
Dungeon Master. So you have bloodied Lovor the Lecher. However, it is his turn. Let's see, Everil actually disturbed the corpse. So he glares at you. So I would like you to make a DC 15 wisdom save.
A lustful glare.
You're gonna get boned, boy.
I hope not.
Welcome to Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Right, so you managed to save. And damn it,
Don't
that,
want to get off, Mr. Bones.
however, you see that his bones which have been cracked start knitting back together.
Ooh. I
Oh, that's good.
regenerators.
Ayu.
Would he have cover because of the people for me?
I would say so, yeah. And you.
Alright. I will then use Frostbite. That influences my decisions.
Okay. So he makes
DC
a con
60.
save. Sorry, he's got 3 additional, but that's not going to help a 1. So he will take how much?
4 cold damage. 4.
It-
And he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
All right, it does affect him. Mauritius, you have advantage.
Hurrah! I will slash him with my sword. And then I will slash him again with my sword. And I will punch him in the gut.
All right, that is definitely a hit. The second one is not, and the third one is a hit too. Yeah.
Yep.
22.
Thanks to your
And they're all magical.
flanking. Yes. So that's 22 total. Okay.
Eat magic fist, bone wad.
It's Everill's turn again.
Yes. First, a spiritual weapon,
All right, that is a
Okay.
miss.
and then the Mjolnir.
Hey, look at that.
So it does 15 points,
15.
right? All right, he's not looking too good at the moment.
Well,
Zardes?
he never looked good, but okay.
Okay, let's up our game a bit. Sticks. Alright. I'm class 22,
22 is a hit, yeah.
24 points of damage. I'm class 19 for 27 point damage.
All right, so
We
you
did
knock
up
him
our
down.
game. And I'll hit him the third time from magic because I knocked him down, right? Just because.
That's right.
I don't know if that's important or not, but okay. I do it for fun. I like stuck my trident in at the base of his skull where it meets its spine, and then I turn it like
Very
to,
good.
to separate it.
Mm-hmm.
There can be only one ledge.
Well, to be quite honest, then the hammer says I'm not worthy yet, but my two
Crits say
crits
otherwise.
say otherwise.
Your you detach the head
Devotion
from
is
the
duly
body,
noted.
make your moves, and then turn around, and you see that the skull has actually clipped back on.
Ah,
And let's
Oh
see,
God.
the start of his turn. So it's actually his turn now. Rolling back into initiative.
alright.
But we'll move to him.
Me being a zealot, I'm like, I think maybe we need some holy power.
And he is going to strike out. How many attacks does he have? 2. Alright, so he has disadvantage on the first one because of Ayu. But he's going to go for Zardos that dropped him. So that is a 14
That's a miss.
and a 19.
Just a miss.
Unfortunately. So Mauritius.
Oh no, and he would do me 11 additional damage, right?
Yeah.
Because he is jealous of me. I mean, who isn't?
Right. So I'm guessing that this thing will keep on coming until we chop it into many, many pieces and call upon a divine being or some sorts.
You can make a religion check.
Oh God, do I have that? I wasn't paying attention for that stuff.
Hey,
You were.
Apparently you do.
Despite being
Well, sometimes I was
skeletal,
awake in the monastery, you know.
despite being skeletal, this creature is demonstrating revenant-like regenerative abilities, and you feel as if being able to do some kind of radiant or fire damage might put a stop to this regeneration.
Well,
alright.
luckily
I'm
you
gonna
have
fire.
a torch.
yeah.
So I'll slash it with my sword.
Yep. That's a miss.
17.
Oh, sorry, a 17 is a hit.
Okay.
So you manage to get it back down to like 0. I'm just gonna put out 1 for now.
So I scatter the bones a bit and I go like, can someone light this on fire or some sorts?
You have
got
a
it.
torch.
Everal.
Well, no, I put it down
Oh.
there because otherwise I can't fight with punchy
Sure.
stuffs.
You're a
That works.
monster.
Thor, smite him!
Okay,
Hey,
Word of
nice.
Radiance. Alright, so he still makes a con save, but fails it. So, yes, you have put him down for good, or at least
I smote him.
you did. Alright, so we're back off again. I'm going to
Consider
clear
him
this.
smitten.
Smote him to smithereens.
So, you
Well
have
done,
defeated
Admiral.
Luvor the Lecher. And the Queen, Brulthenda, fighting through his headache, says, "Oh, we should probably return the body, even if perhaps the regala should go back to the dwarf and people."
Yeah.
Ah.
So
I
we
guess
robbed
you're
the
right.
corpse and we put her back in the bin. All right.
Yeah, let's put them back in their
Yeah,
Alright.
tombs.
she deserves it.
Yeah.
So,
She did
basically,
nothing wrong.
treasure-wise,
Oh. Avril, what do you think
Yes.
about the adamantine plate? Could you use it?
Maybe I've never seen this thing before, but it should be fitted because it's dwarven size.
Well, I think at the chest should fit you. All right. I don't know. All right.
you could probably put parts of it on, but it's not the most effective of armor.
Probably. But I will.
Mostly because you need to sort of like get it adjusted.
Okay, but is it half plate or plate?
Well,
Like
if
written,
you
the upper part of his armor, adamantine half plate, may be recovered and worn together to create an adamantine plate sized for a dwarf. So
sorry, the lower part was at his feet, so it is a full plate together.
it is a full plate. Oh,
Yes, but I would say
that's
without
for you, Avril.
without getting it properly fitted, you could wear it as half plate.
Okay, but we can get it probably fitted like with some time.
If you take it to a smith that's
If we
capable
take
of
it to a
working
smith.
with
Okay, then,
adamantine.
yeah, for sure, this is going to you, Avril, when it's ready,
All right.
if you want it.
So
I'll take it with me.
beyond
I
this
won't wear
channel,
Oh, another thing though, I saw Mauritius.
That would be me.
I see that you're quite skilled with that blade of yours.
It's one of my happy things.
All right, because I just so happen that, and out of our bags, I take out this sword made of dragon bone with a dragon leather grip, which has rubies in the pommel and hilt. I
yes.
say
That looks like a suspiciously fancy weapon you got there, sir.
yes, and it's also a magical one. So I don't know what kind of weapon are you using, but this could help you and help us.
Holds off my regular longsword.
Then Zadas gives you this.
All right.
And I think you should also write in our character sheet because I'm about to delete it from the party note.
So I don't believe this one requires any attunement.
No.
So it's just a +1 longsword, you.
Which glows slightly when 120 feet of a dragon.
Correct. Which it's
So
not
let-
doing right now.
So let us know, right?
Yes.
I'll do my very best.
Okay. And
So-
since we are here bearing gifts, there is another thing I wanted to. So I don't know, since you use a sword, if you can use this. I take out the claws from the bag.
Oh, the claws of the Umberhawk.
Yeah. That
I-
will give you that earth aspect that I think you.
I don't know how that interacts with all my stuff.
Yeah, that I also don't know. DM, would it be alright for him? Like, would that be an unarmed strike?
You could definitely use unarmed strike with it.
Also, because an armed strike is also feet and head, but
Yeah.
But can he use his sword with it?
No.
No. Okay, then.
They are literally like claws of the Umberhold that you put over your own hands. So.
Okay. Yeah,
But
then
you
I
could
guess
definitely use unarmed strike with it.
that's up to you then, Mauritius.
If I can't use it for the unarmed strikes, I'm just not going to. There might
No.
be someone better suited for it.
Yeah, well,
If you want, I'll carry it, but you know.
No, otherwise I keep it in the bags. Huh? I mean, it's not...
Right.
Yeah.
I think Zardas has
Alright.
the Wonder Magic missiles, but maybe it would be better.
Yeah, I have
used
the
by-
one on magic.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know that's my one range of.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because I forgot we had. I was like, how did we get that?
All right, the passage does go north and south. You see a slight flash of light coming from the north, like what looks like to be like almost a glow, but it's there momentarily and then it's out again.
Did everyone see that?
Yes.
Can I see if
Alright.
there was any form that was with the light for the moment that it flashed, or was it just like a floating little orb or something
No,
like
it looked more like something lighting up from below, lighting up the ceiling.
that?
Just one thing though, those tracks that we found, were they like recent?
No, they sort of match
they
the
were
skeletal
older.
creature's boots.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is, this guy was interred somewhere. He woke up, he went to the tomb of the queen, he took her, and he brought her here to do that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had these revenant kind of powers. So it might be that he just had some unnatural cravens after death.
Ah, like that. Okay. So, all right. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, very well.
Like something what some people might call like a bone grinder.
Shouldn't we go investigate
You
Or
the
deserve to lose viewers after that.
a bone tinder.
Yeah, we lost
Okay.
like 5 people.
Oh, God.
All right, let's go. Yeah, was it the north?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, after that, IU was just walking straight to the north after hearing that one. She doesn't even care anymore. It's like, I get struck down at this point.
Death becomes me.
She's smoking her little Eliza's pipe. She's rubbing her head from this headache. She's got, God, I don't have the patience. It's just,
All right. Ahead, you see a chamber,
Ooh.
and it looks like it ends with these pillars and what looks to be some kind of basin filled with water, and it seems to be just very, very faintly glowing, and it's sort of like pulsating very, very slowly, growing brighter and then dark again, flickering, like it doesn't have a particular order to it.
All right. Let's check it out.
yeah.
Everil, did you break concentration? Yes. For the... No, you didn't break concentration, right? You still got
For
your
the
ma-
detect magic.
detect magic up,
No, I didn't.
so you should still have it.
Well,
So
I can keep doing it. It's an at will because of my racial feat.
You... Oh, okay. You sense this pulsating conjuration magic coming from it, although it seems to be somehow broken. And there are 8 different runes marked around it. One of them is familiar to you, and it looks like a symbol that you associate with your god. It looks like a T symbol, a thorn rune.
Too bad that wasn't in the previous room. Then we would have
Sorry,
had
not
a
a thorn
thorny
rune.
bastard.
The T rune for Thor. I think it's that. Or is it the thorn rune? Anyway, yes, it's the rune of your god. Is amongst them.
I sense some conjuration magic coming from this thing, but this rune is very familiar to me. It's actually the rune of my god. Well, it's the first letter of the name of my god, or something like that. How do runes work?
Yeah, it is the thorn rune. Yeah.
Write it with a hammer.
Don't do that. You said it was
The god of
conjuration.
thunder. The god of thunder would like that. Big
Sure.
noise.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Wait, but if this is a conjuration magic, maybe doing that might summon an elemental.
You think it's conjuration magic, the kind that will create a portal?
Oh.
Nice.
Still
It's
might
a portal
suck in
to
an
the
elemental.
Wait.
It sounds like it'd be a bad thing.
No,
It's a portal to Valhalla.
I
But-
don't get it. This room is a bit strange. I don't recognise all the symbology.
Do
Seems
you
different.
recognize the other runes? Dentar, where are you?
Oh, sorry, I was moving Mauritius.
Thank you. I had specifically moved back so that he would have light.
So yeah, he's a bit confused. This doesn't seem to be appropriate to Delzoon or to Basilmer. It looks like it's made by creatures of, I don't know, they could be dwarves, but then this is weird. This is definitely interesting.
Would any of us know any type of construction similar to this in our adventuring time?
I would say Everall could make a history check.
Fair enough.
Alright, excellent. You recognize architecture that might have been made by the dwarves of your cosmology.
Yes. Well, these are certainly. This is certainly dwarven architecture. At least where I'm from.
Interesting. You'll have to tell me more about this place. If I could just shake this damn headache first. Oh.
Well, it's kind of a problem. I don't know a lot about the dwarves from my, place, so to say, because they are on a different place. If that makes sense to you.
Right. Okay. So you're from a different world, you're saying? I mean, there are multiple worlds, right?
Yeah, it would seem so. Suddenly I found myself in this area. Don't know how to get back, but I'm making the best of it for now.
Perhaps your gods have guided you here for some reason.
I like to think so.
Ooh, looks like the magic on this thing's a little bit busted, though.
Yeah, seems like it.
IU will kind of just touch one of the runes carefully, as if to kind of just trace it with their finger.
When you trace it with your finger, nothing particular happens. It seems to pulsate with the same randomness.
If I put a special hammer on the Thor rune, would something happen?
Something does not happen when you do that.
Yeah, it seems like the magic's almost worn off. Not really surprising since it's been ages since it's been last recharged, I think.
So how can we recharge it?
Oh, bugger if I knew. Maybe if we have more time to study. Ow!
What's with your head, Brildanter?
This bloody noise, it's getting worse.
Which noise?
Yeah.
Ah, the
can feel it,
buzzing.
Brothander.
Alright,
Well, okay.
Mauritius, make your charisma save.
Yeah, I can feel it too, Brothander. Don't feel bad.
You also
That's
get
gonna be
this
unenjoyable.
splitting headache and hear this noise. So you also have the disadvantage on ability checks.
The stillness of mind doesn't work for this, right?
Your what?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I don't know, charmed or frightened.
At the moment, no, it's neither of those.
Okay.
Are you investigating that coffin or?
Yep.
Okay, the lid is quite heavy, but when you look at the remains, they seem more misshapen than dwarven. Like, it's not necessarily someone short of stature, but just generally misshapen.
I'll go and go like, these guys look different from the other ones.
And then Everald, you feel obliged to tell the others the history of the dwarves in your religion, that your god's father Odin and his brothers created the dwarves and the elves from the maggots that infested the body of the giant Ymir, and those that were of fine disposition became the elves of light, and those that were misshapen and of malevolent disposition became misshapen in form and became the dwarves that dwelled beneath the earth and turned to stone in the sunlight.
Also,
Right.
dark elves.
Then this place is sacred to you, Everell.
Well, not really.
Right then. Well, before this headache brings
Affects
us
all
all
of
to our knees, yeah, better we check the rest of this place.
Alright.
Then we decide what to do.
So you're heading back down south to the intersection? If someone with light will follow you.
I will always stay with you, Zatas.
Oh, thank you, Everell.
Your romance
That was
continues.
ominous, but okay.
That's what I was going for.
Alright, you come to a fork, and you can see that to the east, the wall has actually collapsed, revealing a tunnel.
Oh, we
Steps
should
descend.
definitely go here.
Steps
Okay,
descend.
I need to move
Sure.
this in. Okay.
Seems like it's getting.
Goes deeper. Who made this tunnel? And why?
Alright, as you bring the light forward, you see that the passage beyond, there is this greenish miasma in the air,
Oh.
and the metallic taste is stronger here. And in fact, the buzzing noise seems to intensify somewhat. Everett, when you turn that corner, you see a chamber to the south. You're quite sure that the chamber to the north once led to the Queen's Chamber. The chamber to the south seems to have these pillars, and it's hard to see without proper light. The passage continues on down towards the east, and in the south there is this chamber where the room contains 4 stone pillars shaped into misshapen dwarves that are holding up a vaulted dome-like ceiling which seems to have defied the damage of the earthquake. But when you see the mural, it doesn't seem to illustrate Toro or the heavens that you're familiar with, but rather you see these 4 great dwarven misshapen lords. The runes, Zardas, you see say Northri, Sutri, Ostri, Vestri, and when you get the translation, it's north, south, east, and west. And up
really?
on the sky mural, hey, it's a Germanic language. The mural shows a dome of the sky, in the center of which are the branches of a great ash tree, and the sun and moon are being chased. They're on chariots being chased by great wolves.
Oh, is this? I'm pretty sure the abbot told me about this. Is this the Ragnaroki?
It is not the Ragnarok, no.
The Ragnaruki? What?
But it does look like the Norse cosmology.
All right. Yeah, when I see, so there is this carriage burning in the sun.
It's like a chariot bearing
A chariot.
the sun.
Okay, so I look at it and I said, "Oh, Apollo."
No, it's
Baldur.
Dog.
You want to say Baldur?
Oh, you want to say Frigg? Because why not?
I have no idea. I have no idea about Norse mythology, to be honest.
Dog.
What? Your god is Thor.
Dog.
I know. I should read up on it.
All right. Well, this place
Oh,
must mean a lot to
It's
Avril.
worse. It's so much worse than you could ever think.
What do you mean,
It's so.
Really?
Baldur?
They have a couple of sun gods because polytheism.
They have day as well.
Oh well. The gods
Do
are
they
looking at us.
switch? Do they all switch each day and choose who's gonna take the chariot out? for
No,
the-
it just hinges on when exactly and which you're reading, because there's oral traditions are wonderful things.
Exactly.
In any case,
They all just play a game of dice that day. Whoever loses has to take the chariot out.
It's your time to get out the sun.
But the worst thing is that it's carried. It's pulled by wolves, right?
no, it's being chased by wolves. At Ragnarok,
Chased by wolves.
the wolves will finally chase day and night, and there will be like just darkness.
But who is pulling the carriage?
Gods. Oh,
God? Huh.
they're being pulled by something. It's probably boars or something.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right. Yeah, let's proceed.
You sense that the miasma is getting thicker and the air is getting hard to breathe down here.
What is this?
It
Not
seems to
for
be
me.
worse than it was.
Damn.
I will wrap something around her mouth to help at least filter this.
Hey, wait. Maybe I finally can use something that I never use. Here, I will create a gust of wind ahead of
All right.
to refresh a bit the place.
All right. You refresh the air in front of you at least.
I can
We
keep
get-
it up for 1 minute, so I do this jet of air.
Okay.
I'll also wrap a cloth mask around my face, like Ayo
Yep.
did.
What is
So
this?
you're pushing it away. It's like
Beautiful.
the miasma continues and seems to be. This seems to be some kind of underground stream that's being affected by whatever it is. And you can see that the passage to the left seems to go straight back to the dwarven architecture, and the one to the right leads deeper into the cavern sort of area.
So the stream is stinking and terrible.
There is some kind of weird miasma coming off of it, and the metallic taste in your mouth seems to be getting stronger, despite.
Is this? I look at it, and since I Poseidon, I look at it and I say, "Is this the river Styx?"
Oh, it sure just stinks.
River, who's it?
I got a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad taste about this.
Well, we cannot stop now.
We can
You're
either
right.
go.
We must be close to the tomb.
We must. The tomb of the dwarf. You mean? So then we go this side, right? Like here.
No. It should be
No.
this way.
This way?
Look, there the walls. They start again.
Here.
No, this
No.
way.
Okay, sorry.
He
sure.
points into the darkness with his dark vision. And
Oh, there! Look.
yes, you arrive at what looks to be a grand foyer. A massive vaulted chamber has been greatly damaged by the aeons and the earthquake's destructive energies. Masterful pillars of stone dwarves holding up the ceiling are cracked and shattered under Urgomok's kiss. And the strange miasma clings to the floor, blown away by Zardas's concentration on his abilities. And large caverns lie exposed from the tremors. And Brulthender gets very excited and he's like, "This is it!" And he starts running off into the darkness.
Don't run off, you fool!
And he dies.
I will chase after him,
We are faster than you.
especially me.
Or at least we hope.
Oh.
He
that-
isn't gonna
that
exactly
doesn't look good.
run. He's gonna like slightly speed walk.
This is it!
This is
it!
Don't
So-
go in.
He
Splosh.
hops down into the king's chamber, which is considerably simpler than what you were expecting. Like the queen's chamber, it has this sunken area, and carved in the center is a sarcophagus with the effigy of a dwarf lying in state, clutching a great axe to his breast. An inscription in carved runes around the perimeter of the dais is visible, probably only to Brothander at this point, who has gone into this thing filled with miasma and is starting to cough, and he's like, "Here lies his noble majesty, King Thornhead Flametongue. This is it. He raised a kingdom from the sun. May his reign never be forgotten."
I blow my wind there so that it takes away a bit of the gas.
It does take away a bit of the gas, and then you see Brothander cough up blood.
What?
Okay.
And
This is-
Want you to all make a Constitution saving throw.
This is not with disadvantage, or
If you have an ability check.
That's
Yeah,
not.
not
oh
saving
god, it doesn't even matter.
Why am I rolling like this?
throw. Yeah, Zara.
Smells
You
like
should
Lily.
swap out your D10 for a D20.
Yeah, I rolled 10. It's not.
You all start bleeding from the nose. Those that have gotten under 15.
Yeah.
So everyone except for Ayu, you start bleeding from the nose and you are poisoned.
Okay.
Your detect magic is not going off, however, Everall.
It's
It's
not
quite
magical.
strange. There's
I stopped
something
breathing.
very wrong here. You stop breathing, but it doesn't seem to matter.
Ah, okay.
What is this
I don't
thing?
know, but we should
Then you-
hurry up and get the lid off. We need to get the axe. And the crowd.
God damn it. Okay, I go then.
Not even Zadas' Gust of Wind helping anymore?
It seems like it's blowing away the miasma, but whatever this is, it's not affected by the
miasma.
wind.
Alright.
Hmm.
Maybe I should wash it away.
Quick question. Does the miasma seem combustible?
It's hard to tell.
Don't even.
It doesn't
Let's
have
not do
it doesn't have an odor. It's just
Well,
this
I
metallic
asked
taste.
that because I've had produce flame going the whole time,
Yeah,
and
it
what I'm
hasn't
about to
been
do
a
is about
problem.
to make a lot of flame.
No,
Okay.
the flame hasn't been affecting it.
Okay, I go
I'm
there
going
and I.
to start my minute-long casting. So if things happen while this is going on, whatever. I just feel like a lot of bad things are about to happen, and I'm gonna use a conjure minor elemental to summon an Aesir.
Okay, alright, you start your ritual. Zardus, do you help Bruthendor get
Yes.
the lid off?
Or maybe he will help me. That's
Yes.
better. So
More like that, yeah.
athletics
Yes.
at 22.
Alright. So you push it off, and it reveals that the remains of the Dwarf King is there, his hand clutching his axe. The king's bones lay atop a bed of 500 gold ingots, stamped with the king's face on the side and a rising sun on the other. Tiny runes on each ingot testify to the greatness and longevity of an ancient kingdom of Basilma. And you also see the crown on his head.
Right. Is detect magic still going on?
Yes.
Anything magic?
The crown and the axe are magical.
All right. Well, you won't be needing that anymore, my king. I
And
look at the delta. I look at the delta first. Is that all right?
well, we need to remove it. We can discuss the details later.
Sure. Very well. Okay.
We really need to get out of here, so
Yes.
take everything you can, and then let's go.
You pick up the axe, and it crumbles to dust in your hands.
Oh, that was fast. All right. What about the crown?
And a spirit bursts forth from the king's body
Of course.
and begins speaking in an ancient dialect of Dwarven.
I shall translate for everyone.
He says, "The bane of the Netheril and Basilma pollutes my rest and brings my kingdom low. The eye of Thazadun was cast down upon us. The princes were heralds of its coming, of the impossible creatures that followed. It's not too late for you to stop the coming of the princes. But if a single prince rises, Thazadun's eye will open and the true foe will rise again. No, they are here, the ancient enemies. Steel yourselves, you may yet be worthy." And you hear something resembling this buzzing coming from out of the cave. And you see these gruesome flying creatures that are just nothing more than large maws appear out of the darkness. Nothing you've ever seen before in your lives. They have these... Actually, I can probably... Nope, that didn't work. What is it? Alt-Z... Alt-Shift-Z... Control-Shift-Z... Shift-Z... I couldn't make it come up.
Or just make it giant.
Someone can make an Arcana check or history check.
Hey, that's not my favorite skill.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Yep, 13.
And Vilsandar is there, although he's not feeling well. No, it can't be. No, they're extinct. It can't be. What are these mysterious creatures, and are they dangerous?
No, they're coming.
What
to the
is
surface.
wrong with this miasma? Is it just an ordinary gas, or is there something more malevolent? We'll find out next time, in 2 weeks. The exciting conclusion of this mini adventure in Princes of the Apocalypse. Thanks for joining us, guys. This will conclude the adventure because I think combat is about to kick off, and it is getting late here. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this game. A little bit of a sidetrack, felt like it was a bit needed.
good.
Yeah, anyone got anything they want to share before we say hoolaroo for the evening? I want to thank
Yes,
Not
our
dead yet.
So we're inside the bowels of a Duratsk, aren't we?
you are not. You are
Okay.
not.
Yet.
I am
That's
glad.
what the GM wants us to think.
It is. All right, guys. Thanks for
Alright.
joining us. Stay tuned to the channel. We, of course, will be back on Monday night with our alternating game run by DM Fausto. Jesus.
That's okay.
And of course, stay tuned to the channel for other exciting adventures. on
Ben, I
Fumbles
have
and
one
Fame.
thing to say.
Yes.
I want to thank you
Where's that?
because when I saw Therim, you brought back memories of, let me count, 25 years ago. When I
Nice.
was reading old Forgotten Realms books, there was this wonderful lore about the Ferim and other things I will not say now. But cool, man. I'm just having this nostalgia trip now. Okay,
Nice.
great. Sorry,
Alright.
thanks.
You're fine. This adventure's all me now. So, anyway,
Nice.
I will see you next week, guys. Have a good one. Bye.